Oh, I'm about to piss some people off. You know, last week while I was on my hiatus, I heard about this, about how BLM, Black Lives Matter, supports Palestine. And of course, I mentioned it in my podcast too. But I was like, what? What the fuck does that have anything to do with Palestine? Here we go.
Is our generation in South Africa. And if we don't step up boldly and courageously to end the imperialist project that's called Israel.
So knowing what we know now of Black Lives Matter and their mission statement, of course, you know, this is their new page here, a revised version of it. Read up here. We affirm the lives of black, queer, and trans folks, disabled folks, undocumented folks with records, women, and all black lives along the gender spectrum. Our network centers those who have been marginalized within black liberation movements. So remember this. We affirm the lives of black, queer, and trans folks. Well, Patricia, or whatever, how you say your freaking name. Obviously, you didn't do your research on Palestine, because you wouldn't be talking that ish if you did. Hold, please. So Palestine criminalizes same-sex sexual activity between men. Sentences include a maximum penalty of 10 years imprisonment. There is a little evidence of law being enforced in recent years. However, LGBT people are regularly subjected to discrimination and violence. So this British Mandate Criminal Code Ordinance 1936, they still live underneath that mandate. But they say only men. But if you look at the British Mandate Criminal Code Ordinance of 1936, it says that any person who has carnal knowledge, sexual intercourse of any person against the order of nature commits a male or have carnal knowledge of him or her, which I don't know why they said only men, but it is what it is, against the order of nature, is guilty of a felony, is liable to imprisonment for 10 years. Now, reading that, I can understand why she and the organization would support it. Oh, and no, we all know that they are homosexual. But did Palestine know that? Did they support Patricia, whatever freaking name is? Colors. And I'm not advocating for homosexuality. Don't get it twisted. I'm just calling out the hypocrisy. You know, I don't support homosexuality. That's just me. But I respect the person. Whatever life they decide to live, that's on them. That's not my life. I have to support it. Just throwing it out there as a disclaimer. My respect goes unto people's character. So moving on. And also, if you guys need more proof, and go ahead and read that. What happened in October 2022. Also, Palestine authorities failed to prevent and investigate homophobic, transphobic threats and attacks. In July, security forces stood by and watched as a mob beat youth and children participating in a parade organized by whatever. And some people in the alphabet soup mafia want to say that, oh, here in the States, in America, that their rights are oppressed. So going back to this, not only is BLM organization, chapters, or whatever you want to call it, umbrella, or whatever the case they call it now these days, not only are they domestic terrorists, yeah, I said they're also international, and they support international terrorism. And also goes to show you that money talks, bullshit walks. I'm just saying. Oh, well, you're just being trans and homophobic, Josh. What about Israel? Yeah, what about? Yeah, go ahead and pause and read that. Just goes to show you that you are supporting what you should be standing against. Like I said, what does Black Lives have to do with this? The end. Mic drop. Peace.